Guitarists, are you in pain? That's a serious question. So many people who follow my channel and are indeed on YouTube watching loads of players are really committed to the instrument and are therefore at risk of repetitive strain injury, carpal tunnel, stuff that we all quietly fear, even if we've never encountered anything before. If you were to ask me 5 years ago if I'd ever encountered repetitive strain injury, the answer quite simply would have been no. But I was always fearing it in the back of my mind because of players like Steve Morse, Jakey Lee, Steve Vai, all have had major troubles with it before. And then when the pandemic happened, I was making tons of videos, I was teaching you all the time, loads of different things, and playing for hours a day. And eventually I was starting to get some discomfort, pins and needles in my fingers, couldn't really feel my fingertips, I was losing my grip, I was having aching in my wrist, I was in trouble. And I was in the early stages of carpal tunnel syndrome. And my solution was simply painkillers and take a break and wear a splint. Which, in fact, at the time, I've actually worn it in a couple of videos way back, and I looked like I'd broken my hand. And since I put the guitar down for a few weeks, it's the only time in my life I've ever been bored. It was hell. Eventually I recovered and everything was fine, and I've not really encountered much since, but so many people were asking me again if I'd encountered repetitive strain injury, and my answer to those people was quite simply, take a break. Which isn't always the most helpful when a lot of the people who follow me are gigging working musicians, albeit working a physical job with lots of manual labour, therefore prone to repetitive strain injury once again. Late this summer, I got an email from somebody called Ryan Solly from wristgrips.com, and a lot of you are thinking, oh god, another sponsored video. That's actually not what this is. This is more of a public advisory. I've not been paid to make this video. I got an email saying, would you be interested in trying out our wrist grips? They apply a little bit of compression therapy and help people who might be at risk of carpal tunnel, might be recovering from sprains, strains, and maybe at risk of arthritis. People who are feeling discomfort, that's what they're made to help people with. And I thought, do you know what, I'll try it. They didn't say I had to make a video or anything like that, just try them out and give us some feedback. And I have. I got them in September, and I've worn them every single day near enough for 2 months solid, and they do make a surprising difference. The whole idea is they apply a little bit of compression to your wrist. They're a little Velcro strap that I've been wearing here. They look way sexier than a splint, let me tell you that much. The other one that I wore, I looked like I'd broken my hand. And a lot of people were asking me, what have you done to cause such an injury? But they're really simple. Just literally apply a little bit of compression to your hands there, and you look like you've got really cool sweatbands on, as opposed to something that's actually giving your wrist some support. They're really, really good, and the whole idea behind them, so that you know what you're getting if you get something like this, it applies a little bit of compression therapy. I'm not a doctor, so if you want to go and read about it, by all means, but in short, a little bit of compression helps improve circulation, it helps people who might be recovering from injury, strains, sprains, arthritis perhaps, and also minimizes symptoms of things like carpal tunnel syndrome, which is helpful in any walk of life, let alone musicianship. They don't just help me with my guitar playing either. I'm a videographer for a living as well, and I'm carrying around with me all the time heavy tripods, lights, sliders, gimbals, particularly gimbals. They can kill your wrists after a while, and these provide me a little bit of extra fuel in my wrist, that little bit of extra stability. In the description box there is a link to wristgrips.com where if you wanted to go out and buy some of these, I have a discount code which is CAM15. If you enter that at the checkout, you get 15% off your purchase. It's not an affiliate link or anything like that. I'm saving you a little bit of money on a product that is really helping me out, and I think could help a lot of you guys out too. Even if you bought some and didn't touch them for a while, you've got them just in case. Thank you very much to wristgrips.com for sending these out. I think they're a really good idea. I think they look really cool. The best thing ever would be if you made more colors. They're really, really nice. Definitely check them out if you feel you're in need of them. They really help me, and I'll see you again in a future video. Take care. Thanks.